Alright, anaQuad, take two. What we have here is the encoder from an a ball mouse from a computer mouse, the kind with the ball in it. And you can see how sparse the slots are. I believe there's 48, and you can see all of the numbers changing as I spin it. So now, let's do one full revolution. Let's take it back to 0. Okay, 0. 0 is roughly where the black mark is aligned with that hole. So if I move it really slowly, let's see, can we see the screen and the... Okay, now we're at 0. Now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's hard to move that slowly. 15, 16. Okay, so there's 16. Counts. That should be one slot. Let's see if we can do this with the screen in the background. Alright, so if I rotate that one turn, then we have about 738, something like that, 747. It's hard to tell exactly whether it's aligned, but 16 times 48 would be 768. So my theory is that there's 48 slots on here. So we got 752. Let's see if we can just go one or two counts. There's 753, 754, 755, 766. I'm not sure whether that's due to electrical noise. It was bouncing back and forth. It seems like that should be handled with the hysteresis. Could also be the light having some effect. Could also just be that my fingers are bouncing. Let's see, 766, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Okay. Oh no, wait. That's not right. Oh shoot, I forgot what number it was. 768, I think, was supposed to be a full turn. So let's go back to 768, see where it's aligned. Let's go back one full turn. And it should be close to 0. A little over. That's 0. Yeah, that could be about where it was supposed to be. Alright, so there you have it. $768 measurable positions using that encoder disk. Great. Looked into the bouncing issue a little bit more, and it seems to happen when the two are close to each other. Let's see if we can bring that back. There we go, it's bouncing now. There we go, it's bouncing back and forth between 148 and 147. And what I noticed was, I didn't realize it, I was adjusting the potentiometers to make it reach up to 2.5 volts, which is what the other one was set for. But I didn't notice that it doesn't actually go down to ground. It's almost a volt above ground. So actually that's a pretty good testament for how well the crossover detection works rather than thresholding. Because you can see ground, if I take one of these, put it back down to ground. This is ground down here. That's about 1, 2, almost 3 volts. So it's quite a bit different than the numbers that I gave it. But since it's doing crossover detection instead of thresholding, it looks like it's actually working pretty well considering. I could probably calibrate that out by adjusting these potentiometers on here a little bit more, or adjusting the constants in the code. But considering I just plugged it in and it was pretty much working, that's pretty awesome. A little bit of bounce, I can deal with that. I really should start learning to look through the screen at the same time as I'm doing this so that we can see everything that I'm looking at the same time. There we go. So I'm rotating the, I can't really see anything here. Too dark for that and too light for the oscilloscope. Cool.